Guys, have you guys tried making stew in this healthy method? People don't know the kind of healthy method to go about cooking their stew. If you are one, guys, kindly watch this video from the beginning to the end. Never you skip any part. Okay, before we dive into this, if you know you never subscribe to my YouTube channel, please kindly subscribe and turn on your notification. Thank you. Okay, first thing first, guys, for those that don't know how to cook their stew in a healthy part, it's true that all of us go about cooking our stew, but which method did you normally go about cooking it? The healthy part I mention here should be the kind of oil, the kind of meat, the kind of, because tomatoes, if it is tomatoes kind of stew you wanted to prepare, guys, tomato is also very very good. So how are you gonna cook this stew for it to become so very healthy? So if you don't know this, kindly watch this video. Okay, first thing first, cover your pan with some oil. Guys, this time around we select the kind of oil to use on our daily cooking. Guys, we usually go about using olive oil. Why? Because we feel like it's kind of healthier more than other oil. Not that we are condemning other oil, but we go with experience based on the one that suited and have bettered our body. So there we go. The second thing we manage adding here is our onion. Guys, onion bring out the flavor and it makes your stew look aromatic. So it helps your stew, taste so good. So you can cook stew without adding onion, either blended or sliced one. So the third one here, the ingredient we manage adding here is our sliced bell pepper, scotch bonnet pepper. So guys, when you make sure all the necessary ingredients are well complete, guys, you've already finished cooking your stew. And trust me, you're gonna definitely cook it in a healthy method. Okay, there we go. The next thing we manage adding after we might have finished adding our blended pepper and etc. Guys, is our tin tomatoes. Guys, there is no way you can cook your stew without adding tin tomatoes. The fresh tomato goes and tin tomato goes as well. Guys, look at all the tattered ingredients I use. Just pardon me. Guys, let's quickly make it snappy to cook further. Guys, I usually showcase this initially, but I gonna well explain put here very well so that those beginners will learn it from the scratch. Okay, like as I said earlier on, guys, firstly cover your pan with some oil, olive oil. Depends the kind of oil you wanted to use. So second of all, guys, cut your onions. You can add blended onions or just sliced onions. It depends the kind of onions you wanted to add. Or as for me, I choose sliced onions so that I can literally see onions or perceive onions while eating my stew. So put your onions and stir thoroughly. So guys, the next thing, what are that next thing to add after we might have finished adding onions? These are, guys, blended tomatoes, blended scotch bonnet pepper, as in bell pepper. Guys, we blended these together. Guys, the next, as in the impression I want to correct here in terms of the kind of tomatoes to add. Guys, I tell you that I bought this fresh tomato cooked, allow it to strain. So after straining it, guys, I added it here. For those that didn't know the ways to go about parboiling or cooking their tomatoes, if you don't just want to cut it, I've cooked another kind of difference too in another dimension, which I did not cook my tomatoes or blend it before using it. I just bought fresh, as in fresh tomatoes, and give it a slice after I cook it a bit, then use it on my stew. But this time around, guys, I manage blending it. After blending it, I cooked it, allow it to dry completely before I added it on my stew. So when you might have finished adding it, guys, tell. The next thing I added here, like as I said, is my blended pepper onions. So another thing I manage adding here is my tin tomatoes. Guys, you can't complete your stew without adding tin tomatoes. Why? Because it helps your stew look sweet and colorful. So don't just joke with tin tomatoes whenever you are cooking your stew. So guys, we're gonna fry this a bit. When we feel like our tomato is done, guys, we're gonna add water on it. But the best thing that can help your tomato done so fast, especially those that don't feel like adding crayfish in their stew, guys, try adding little crayfish whenever you added your tomatoes, because this crayfish will help you to allow the tomatoes done so fast without perceiving a slap from your tomato or perceiving any kind of tomato aromas. Adding crayfish can help it done so fast. So this secret you don't know about this. So now we manage adding the water. Guys, when cooking your fish or your meat, make sure you reserve some water, juicy water, so you can use it as water. So another healthy part people don't know about cooking your tomato stew is adding it veggies, because some people forbid not to add veggies in their stew, feeling that it doesn't worth it. Guys, I do a lot with as in vegetable, in the sense that there are no recipe I cannot add my vegetable as long as vegetable is concerned. But in this too, I didn't say go ahead to add it to stew, not at all. Just add it minorly, because what you are cooking is stew. But adding all those things on your stew can make your stew become so healthy. So what makes this stew very very healthy is the crayfish, the meat, and the veggies you add on it. Mind you that tomato itself is also good because it's in categories of veggies, but when you cook it in this method, guys, you've bettered yourself and your body, because this gonna help you build from inside out. It will build your body inside out. So some people think, what are we gonna use to cook eat this too, guys? Guys, I've shown you guys the way to go about cooking your white rice. Guys, you can't just cook your white rice plain. You can still add it like carrots and green bean. Let me know what you think and rate this rice for me. Thanks.